Alright, hello everyone, I'm back again with another video. So let's jump into the meat of the discussion. Now the star of this show is the R-33, or the 89 Amos if you're using the NATO reporting name. But I can't talk about the R-33 without mentioning the MiG-31 at least a little bit. Specifically, I'm going to talk about the R-33 and its similarities to the AIM-54A Phoenix. Now this is the Russian missile that is most like the Phoenix, so I thought that I wanted to talk about that at least once. So both missiles were developed for a similar requirement around the same time. At some point very soon, I believe that Russia is going to get the MiG-31 with the R-33s in the game. Now Gaijin doesn't tell me anything, it's just a guess on my part, but I bet money that the MiG-31 is in the pipeline. But I digress. The MiG-31 and the R-33 were the Soviet response to the F-14A development. Now the R-33 was developed in parallel with the MiG-31 and with the same operational tests and evaluation timeline, similar to the F-14A and the AIM-54A Phoenix. Now before you start typing in the comment section, specifically what I mean is that the missile was a response to the long-range capability that the Phoenix represented. Big picture is I'm talking about capabilities here, not the MiG-31 itself was a response to the F-14, as those planes are very different from a requirements perspective. They have different mission sets. Alright, so I already said the R-33 is the Russian missile that is most like the Phoenix, but what is it really? Let's dive into the guts a little bit and explore. So the R-33 is a semi-active radar homing guided missile that also has an INS component in the initial phase. It's a long-range missile that has a range in excess of 100 kilometers, maybe 120, depends on the source you're looking at. And we're specifically just talking about the R-33, not the R-33S. But the speed of the R-33, it gets up there about Mach 4.5. The missile's primary job, along with its exclusive launch platform, the MiG-31, was to fill the role as an interceptor within the vast boundaries of the USSR, specifically intercepting B-1 bombers, B-52s, SR-71s, and another unique requirement from the USSR's perspective was being able to intercept low-level cruise missiles. Alright, as you can see here, the R-33 looks very similar to the AIM-54A Phoenix. Not a direct copy, but it nearly matches it in length, weight, and with speed and range as well. In a 1972 design review, the R-33 was redesigned to include under fuselage slipper pylons like the AIM-54A Phoenix. There are also some unverified reports that the Soviets obtained a Phoenix missile during the revolution in Iran between 1978 and 1979. And of course the R-33 and the MiG-31 both achieved initial operational capability in 1981. Although similar in function, the main differences between the R-33 and the Phoenix was that the R-33 was inertial navigation system guided in the initial phase and semi-active radar guided in the terminal phase. Now I know what you may be thinking. You're like, aha, see, it sucks. It's not as good as the Phoenix. Well, the Phoenix isn't that good, but just hear me out here. So, you might think it's inferior because it wasn't active radar guided like the Phoenix, but active radar guidance and even combination infrared guidance were considered on the R-33 and dropped mainly due to the inherent advantages of the PISA radar, otherwise known as a passive electronically scanned array. So this new advanced radar gave the MiG-31 the honor of being the first Soviet aircraft with a look-down shoot-down radar. So ultimately, R-33 development steered toward using INS and semi-active radar homing guidance due to the powerful and accurate PISA Zeslon radar on the MiG-31. At the time, the MiG-31's advanced radar was considered technologically superior to the mechanically scanned AUG-9 radar. So this radar's official name, the BRLS-8B Zaslon, was so good in the Soviets' opinion that it could separately guide 4 R-33s simultaneously to 4 separate targets, even at low level. Alright, so obviously the ability to guide 4 separate missiles isn't as many as 6. The Tomcat is able to independently guide 6 Phoenix missiles in track while scan mode, but this was still considered a good capability. So ultimately it was determined by Soviet designers that the R-33 missile under passive electronically scanned array radar guidance from the MiG-31 Foxhound would perform as good or better than an active radar guided Phoenix under an AUG-9's control, especially in the terminal phase, and that the piece of radar would certainly be able to find and track targets better than a conventional mechanically scanned radar. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to seeing these Russian jets or former Soviet jets come into the game and, testing them out. I know sometimes a little hard on Gaijin with the way they introduced aircraft, but nonetheless, I'm still looking forward to it. And if you're still here checking out the video, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. I'll see you in a future video. Thanks.